All right, what's up, everybody? I'm Dab.
And I'm T. Marie.
And we are sitting here with the most talented Denzel Phillips.
What's going on, everybody?
Woo, don't you wish you had a little hand clap? Oh, you hear all the girls in the background. Denzel. Hey, look, for y'all who can't see on the podcast, Denzel got his whole chest out.
No, don't get shy now. Don't get shy. Don't do that.
Who's been doing the church?
Go ahead.
Denzel needs a prayer clause. Yes, what's going on, man?
Nothing much. Had a crazy day. One Music Fest is going on right now, so been out there networking, getting ready to drop a single and a video, so got to get out there.
Okay.
What's up? Always working.
Always
Love to hear that.
Denzel is always working. I'm on his social media. I'm a stan, honestly. Like, I be on there. He be on there dancing and stuff. I always wanted to dance, so like.
Come to class.
So you
No.
should go to his class, friend.
No,
I ain't got no rhythm.
I don't have a class. I just started taking class. My best friend is a choreographer, and he was like, "You need to sharpen your sword. Get in class."
Right.
Because when I learned choreography, it's for my music, so it's like one-on-one. But when you're in a class with dancers, you have to pick it up. So when it's time to go on tour, you want to change up some choreo. You good now?
Right.
Yeah, it's sharp, your tool is sharpened. So yeah, I'm in class right now, and it's not as bad as you might
Was it
think.
intimidating at first? Were you like,
Yeah, because they do that every day, and for me
Right.
to just throw myself in the lion's den, clap for myself.
Yes. I feel like I was a part of the journey. I seriously do watch his videos because he actually like has good videos because he's like in the dance class. I saw when you kind of first started at the dance class, which is really dope. Because I already thought that you were a really great dancer, but
I just rehearse a lot, and people think I can dance. I mean, I can dance, but I just rehearse so I can look like my dancers. Again, they do it every day, so you can't be behind me and out dancing me.
Exactly.
Beyonce, Michael Jackson.
Come on now. Right.
That's what I look up to. So
there you go.
Yeah.
So how many hours of rehearsal are you putting in for dance and everything?
Well, classes are like 2 hours, so that's 2 classes. Like 4 hours of rehearsal for my stuff. And it's like late at night, so I go from dance class to rehearsal.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll be tired. Well, gym, dance class, rehearsal.
Ain't missed the gym.
Right.
I missed the gym. I missed the gym
Clearly.
for about 2.5 months.
You ain't have to tell us, friend. We know.
That's why I wear jackets all the time. Look,
You
I'm
got
gonna get
this
it
whole
back
pizza.
See?
Come on, man.
The problem
him,
is
thank you.
not the I don't get fat. I lose weight when I don't go to the gym.
Yeah, you lose your muscle.
I lose everything. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's the hard part about it. You can go in there and work hard for it. You'll get it, and you take 2 weeks off, and you start seeing everything go
Kinda
away.
wither
Yeah.
away.
So imagine taking 2 months.
Right. So other than dance class and rehearsal and everything, what else are you currently working on and doing in your everyday life?
Just finishing up my EP that I found out is technically an album.
What?
Yeah.
It's a good thing, right?
I was preparing for an EP. When you want to put out your first album, I had to like sit back. Okay, I got to make this bigger. It's your first album. An EP is like 4 to 7 songs.
Right.
When you get to 10, 12, 14 songs, you got a big deal on your hand.
Right.
And for it to be my debut, I want to make some noise.
Yeah.
So
you had to change your whole mindset about the songs you were putting out and everything.
Yep. Intros, outros, all that, videos, release parties, because I was just gonna shoot a few videos and do some YouTube covers and create a buzz, but I'm not changing my 10 songs, so I have to like put my foot in it now.
So what's the feel of it?
The project, y'all, this is my first interview actually.
Really?
Yeah, so the project
right.
is called Welcome to Utopia. And Utopia, it's perfection. But this EP is everything. It's my life, and it's everything but perfection.
Ooh.
It's your life is what you make it. Nobody's perfect, so you're gonna hear about my breakup, which is numb. You're gonna hear about the turn up. You're gonna hear the freaky side of me. You're gonna hear my whole life in one project, and that's my utopia. That's why I call it Welcome to Utopia.
Okay.
Welcome to my world. So we're gonna shoot at least like 6 to 8 videos, and I'm writing a script to make it into a movie. So yeah.
Dope. That's gonna be really, really, really nice. We'd love to come bring Slight Work to the
the release party.
of it.
It's November.
Oh, that's really soon.
Y'all got the exclusive.
Ooh, come on now.
Slight Work.
Right.
Exclusive. Yeah. So November. Like I said, I have one music fest now. A3C is in October. So October you'll get like 2 videos, and then I'll announce the release in October. And yeah, from there we hit the ground running.
Any features? Like, what was your best part about making your album now? What it sounds like?
The best part was me taking my time. The last time I released anything was 2017.
Okay.
So I took 2 years because the music wave, it changes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you have to ride it.
Right.
So I had to sit back. I had personal life stuff going on too.
Right.
So I had to sit back, observe what's going on. What are my idols, doing? What are they not doing? And yeah, the process of writing and putting together everything was my favorite part about it.
All right.
I want to talk about how long you've been doing this, like just in the drive that you possess, and the consistency, and as an entrepreneur, as an artist, on the artist side, I would like for you to speak to the people and kind of let them know like what type of journey you've had. Like if you could give us like a story or two, we don't mind getting all up in your business.
I mean,
Don't be shy.
like I said, welcome to Utopia, and it's everything but that. I was the kid in high school. I knew I could sing. I knew I could dance. I went to R. Kelly's camp when I was in high school, and I just knew I was going to be signed. Everybody had made a banner that was like, you do good, and the deal dropped. So it's like I'm going back to school. Everybody's like, what happened? And you got to answer those questions. I just knew I wasn't going to graduate from high school. I was going to have to get a GED because of music and stuff. So yeah, I had to push through that, being discouraged and stuff. And 2011, I moved, took all my posters down and stuff. It was like, Mom, I need you to take me to Atlanta. And she was like, what you gonna do? Where you gonna go? You ain't got no job.
Right.
But it was something I had to do because I was in Athens, Georgia, where everybody knew me. I could walk in anywhere and get whatever I wanted just off the face of working with the MPHC and being on the step team and all of that stuff. But I wanted to get in the ocean. I was in a lake. I wanted to be in the ocean.
Come on now.
So yeah, the struggle was being homeless at times and making sacrifices. You can't the plan doesn't work. It's never a plan, and there's never a plan B.
Right.
You either want it or you don't.
Right, yeah.
There's no compromise in between. You're going to sacrifice. Compromise doesn't exist. Oh, I'm going to work this 9 to 5 and this. Like last year, this past Super Bowl, I missed performing at the Super Bowl because I was working for Verizon. I had just started. They was like, well, you're on probation for such and
serious?
such.
Oh my
So
God.
after that, I was so vexed about it. I'll let y'all later, cause I don't know if that's gonna ever come back.
Right.
So yeah, I just tell everybody sacrifice. Your phone might be off, but go ahead and pay that dude for that beat. If you feel like you got a hit on your hand, pay for that beat. Your phone can get on that Wi-Fi. You don't know.
Right. Go ahead and go by Starbucks. Right.
Yeah. If you believe in yourself and you're really talented, somebody's gonna, excuse my language, somebody's gonna fuck with it. Somebody's gonna hear it. Somebody's gonna believe in you. Somebody's gonna invest. Yes, there's times I've been tripped up with producers and stuff, write a song and then somebody else is singing that song, but I wasn't mentally, I wasn't registered with ASCAP. I'm registered with ASCAP now. I didn't know the black and white, so it's I can't do nothing.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I've been tricked out of money. I've been tricked out of songs, ideas and stuff. I was just telling my friend about a costume that I looked up on Instagram, and I saw the designer that we spoke for my release party. The costume is on somebody else. They're on a big platform. Yeah.
Dang, that's so
Back to
crazy.
square one with your costume.
Yeah.
Right.
So Yeah, it's going. Don't let anything trip you up. It's
So how do you stay positive then when all this stuff, like you said, you've been tricked out of money, it sounds like time and everything else. Like,
Yeah.
how do you not let that get to you, like, and affect your performance or your music and everything like that?
I have a mom back home that
Come on,
that's
Mom.
like my biggest cheerleader.
Yes, yes.
And my dream is I don't have to like sell out a arena. I want to sit her down and have her put her feet up. That's my drive. That's how I stay positive, because if I give up, my nieces who on YouTube looking at my videos getting in trouble at school because they saying, "Oh, this my uncle,
Yeah.
he performing and stuff." If I give up, then
They have
ain't no
nothing
dream.
to look
Like,
at,
yeah,
right?
they don't have nothing to look forward to, and it's just gone. So that's how I stay positive, and that's how I keep my best foot forward.
That's what's up. So
Nice.
it sounds like your family is your why
Mhm.
and everything that you're currently
Definitely.
doing right
Definitely.
now. That's awesome.
That's
It's not
dope.
about yeah.
Uh-oh. Denzel's a busy man, y'all. He got a line. See what I'm saying? Yeah. We ain't gonna take too much of your time. You know, I don't want to be the blame. I don't want to be the blame. You ain't gonna miss no Super Bowls around here.
Right.
No.
So I guess I'm curious then, because it sounds like you said since like 2007, like the last time you released something.
217.
2017. Yeah, I'm sorry, excuse me. But since then, and I guess, did you have a hard time finding your wave, I guess, and finding your lane now?
Yeah,
that the
finding
music
my
has
sound,
kinda,
because
like, changed?
I am a 90s baby.
Right,
I'm
yeah.
very much so a fan of H-Town and Silk
Yeah.
and R. Kelly when he was
The
bald
classics,
head
right.
and Aaliyah.
was
Yeah, I'm a
bald-headed.
fan of those people, but we don't listen to that now.
Mm-hmm.
And unless you go to a concert, and then you can sit people down and say, "Hey, listen to
You
me
gonna
sing."
listen to this, right?
So I just had to sit back, and I'm a church boy, so like singing is like
Your main.
we don't want to hear that though. Like
Right.
our culture though, we want to turn up, we want a nice
You want
beat,
to buy.
Yeah.
Want to buy.
and we
do
want a
it,
catchy
right?
hook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we want to catch a single, and it'll be here. Oh, you made #1, and now it's gone. And that's not what I was writing. I was writing R&B.
But don't you feel like it might? I feel like it's slowly but surely coming back though. too.
Yeah.
Like,
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
I that's why I applaud artists. I was just having this conversation with someone the other day. I applaud artists who have made it out of the 90s. Like, it's like a jungle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you trying to get through the 90s, and you get through the 90s, and you made it up to 2019.
Yeah.
That's a huge
Somebody
thing.
I applaud is Mary J. Blige.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
She
yes,
came up. I
yes.
said Mary J. Blige.
Right.
Blige,
You
the
can
wave,
say, yeah.
dog. Like every
She wrote every way
genre,
possible.
every way.
She's hit every genre. Like, I think the only one that I can't really remember her doing is country. Like,
Country, yeah.
She's
And
done
I'm
a
pretty
whole
sure she got
album
something.
of
Right,
damn
and
near
about
techno.
somewhere.
Yeah, like Mary is. I know every single Mary J. Blige. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, your mama listened to it. You
Yes.
listen to it. You got a little brother or sister that probably
Exactly.
listen to
Right.
it. Like, she definitely.
And now with she and the little Mary, the little dance,
Yeah.
now my nieces and them know just because of her little bop.
Right.
Exactly.
Listening to it, yeah.
She made it out of the 90s. She was the 90s.
She was
and
the
then
90s.
now she's still here.
Yeah.
That's huge.
And
Like,
Tank made it out too.
yeah.
He definitely made it out.
Like, it's a big thing. How do you become so confident? Because you're just like, everything that you do, I see you do it with such confidence. Is that fair, or is that just what the people see?
Oh.
that
I'm
you-
real shy. Like, I'm really shy. Like, before a show, like, my hands are shaking. But it's like Denzel up on stage, you got to turn it on. It's a switch.
You snap.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
switch.
Alter ego.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a switch on and off, and it's off most of the times until I have to perform. But yeah, I mean, you can't go in like shy and then present it to the world, because they're not gonna believe it.
Right.
So if I show you confidence, no matter what I'm feeling inside, you're gonna believe what I show on the outside.
Absolutely.
So yeah, you just gotta practice, study, and know what your fan base is looking for, basically, and what fan base you want. First off,
Right.
that's what you have to know. So just study everything about your music, what genre, what fan base, what sound, all of that.
What's the name of this single that's gonna be hidden?
It's called Lit. It's a buzz single, so
Okay.
it's a lot of dancing, fire and barrels, a little flawless. cameo.
Okay.
So yeah, it's really about, it's an underdog song. It comes off a little cocky, but I've been through a lot, and it's just me saying like I'm here.
Right.
Like me and my team, my dancers are underdogs. You know, they don't get every book, you know, gig and stuff like that.
Right.
It's for everybody that's trying to be, that was at the bottom, because I see myself every year like coming up, and somebody noticed every time. Like every time I go view like who's watching my story, it's somebody important in there. So I'm like, okay, and they're watching it every day.
Oh yeah.
Somebody that's watched it that you like, damn, like I can't believe this person was just, you know, watching one of my videos, or may have started following you, that kind of took you back at first.
Kiki Wyatt.
Kiki,
Yeah.
yeah, we love some Kiki.
Yeah.
We love Kiki.
And she's a beast.
She's
a beast.
I've never seen her not show up and show out.
I'm gonna tell you too, though. Like it's so funny because we interviewed someone else who said that they were just kind of they just kind of did what they were good at because someone pushed them to do it, but it really wasn't their passion. She's one of them too. As beastie as she is, she never wanted to be a superstar. She never wanted to be a star. She just could sing, and she was like, she kind of got juked into doing it.
Right. My mom, I have that same story. When I first started, my mom heard me singing at the house, and it was like one of those things like, oh, you singing at church.
Right.
Like, get up there, God gonna get you if you don't sing. Or you gonna lose it. So that's how I got into it, and then I entered my first talent show, and then people was like, oh my God, you can sing. My music teacher, Miss Taylor Walls, she was like, you really gotta sing. We finna call your mom. So 3rd grade, when I was supposed to do the talent show, we called my mom or whatever. And she was like, no, your grades ain't good. You're not doing no talent show.
Actually, she don't push you with right.
You're not doing no talent show, because at that point she knew that I wanted to.
Yeah.
I wanted to do it. So it's just like, it wasn't a video game for me.
Right.
Like, you know, you can take video games from kids now. Like, that wasn't
right.
I'm a Taurus. I was rebellious. I was stubborn.
Yeah.
Taurus. Shout out to Taurus.
Right. So she was like, oh, so this is what you want to do. Maybe next year.
So she started using it as leverage. Okay, come on, Mom, right?
Yeah. And it evened me out, like my attitude, me, you know, being good in school and all of that. So yeah, I was pushed into it with church, choir, praise and worship, and all of that stuff. So yeah, I'm here now. I love it though.
What about it made you start loving it at that young age? Like, what was it? Was it the fact that people were listening to you? The fact that it made you step out of your shell? Like, what was it? Because
I grew up in the hood, and I never experienced anything. I mean, you got your Easter speeches when people clap for you and stuff,
yeah, right.
But as a kid to like hear people like say, oh, you can sing, and you'll have a teacher like really sit down, and I'm in 3rd grade, and have a talk to you and say that you're special, like you have a gift, like let's call your mama, like you feel that. And then after you hear the applause, like Gaga said, I live for the applause. And changing people now, like you, whether it's a 15-minute set, 30-minute, 2-hour set, you're a magician at that point, because you may be going through a breakup, but for those 15 minutes,
I'm with you. Right.
You with me.
Exactly.
I'm the magician, so that's what I love about it.
Come on, show us some tricks.
Yes,
magician. So do you ever, like, let's say if this never worked out for you, do you ever see yourself quitting, or would you regret any of it? You put a lot of time into this.
Have you ever thought about quitting before?
No. I don't know nothing else. I tell people all the time, I don't know nothing else. You can always go get a job, you can always go back to school, but this is not forever. Like, your youth is what keeps you into entertainment. I don't know nothing else. I don't even think about that. I cringe about, you're not gonna make it. When I think about that, it's like, you gotta do something.
It just don't fit your spirit.
Yeah, right. I don't have a plan B. And I'm not gonna make one. So that's like an excuse. Like that's like your bed when you make a plan B. Okay, well, this is not working out, so let me go to school. You're taking time from your craft.
Right.
Man, I wish everybody could think like you and be that bold. You know?
Yeah.
It's very bold. I love it though. Like, I actually wish in my younger years that I'm just a little bit older. I'm saying I wish that I would have been that bold. Look, she gets so sick of me. She's like, can you just shut up,
I ain't gonna
please?
lie. I be like,
You shouldn't be. You should see our meetings, like, because I'm always humming and singing something. Could you just be quiet?
I'm sure he sounds nothing like you.
Team Marie, everybody. Team Marie.
I love him, but
Oh my gosh, yeah. But I know what you mean, like when it's your passion, but everybody don't have that in them to stick with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when you know what I'm saying?
have you ever thought about, so I guess since you've been here in Atlanta and everything, you know, Atlanta has a real specific sound and everything. Have you ever thought about moving or kind of like finding another area that might appreciate you a little bit more?
I do want to move,
Okay.
but it would be dumb as an entertainer because Hollywood has moved here.
Yeah.
I've booked 2 movies, American Soul.
Come on now.
And it's reoccurring, so they just booked me again for it. So for me to move anywhere else, and this is like music mecca, it's Black Hollywood now. It's like, are you trying to hang yourself?
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
you're doing good and everything is like picking up and people are scouting you now. So why pick up and leave? People have this like quote, like you'll never make it at home because people don't appreciate you because you're tangible.
Right.
But you just got to disappear sometimes.
Make them miss you.
Right. And everybody, they don't know that I live here.
Right.
Because some people think I'm in New York and some people think I'm in LA. Think whatever you want.
Mystery, right? Leave a
Where's
little
Waldo?
mystery,
Right.
right?
Think wherever you want. But I would go to LA. I would move to LA, if anywhere. I just can't do anything up north because once it's cold, I'm not dealing with
You're
that.
not feeling that.
Nah.
I completely understand. We're both from up north, so I stay away from the cold as much as possible.
Not happening.
Not even holidays. I'm not going back up, so I feel you on that. Don't go. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Your bones get all achy. You end up with arthritis.
Your car get messed up.
Yeah,
You can't drive
rusted.
it. Yeah, I completely.
Shout out to Michigan. We love
Michigan?
you.
No, I lived in Detroit for about 8 years, but I'm from Minnesota.
Okay, cool.
So
cool.
yeah, it's even worse there.
Yes. So you have the single coming out, which is gonna be crazy dancing, I'm sure. And I'm still watching Dance. He was on there like, dance.
I'm
telling you.
He like, no, it was nothing like
He was
that.
like, come on, son. Yes, but I've been showing people your video. Like, look at him.
I hate video shoots.
Really?
Yes.
What about him you hate?
Because it's gotta be like, you know, when you perform, it's like you go.
It's a one and done.
It's one.
Yeah.
It's one and done. But the videographer be like, we need this angle, so you have to go full out.
Keep going.
Whether you out there 4 hours or 6 hours, and ain't
It's
no
just not your
show.
thing.
Ain't no show 4 hours long.
Right. A Beyonce show.
Beyonce is only 2.
She be out there
And
too.
she got her videos that she's very smart. She
Give her
lays
the
it out,
time.
gives you them 2 minutes. 2 minutes is a lot.
It's a lot of time. Yeah.
It's a lot to breathe.
Hey, I actually want to touch on, because I know that you had mentioned earlier in the interview that some things have been stolen from you, which happens in entertainment. What are some of the things that you've done to prevent that? Well, to at least help prevent that, because that happens to a lot of people out here, and that some situations like that would discourage you to not even move forward.
So I first asked what could I do, because I was like, well, I'm gonna sue y'all because I know y'all got paid for this song.
Right.
And they was like, well, you really can't sue because you ain't registered, you ain't mailed nothing in, you ain't put your lyrics up. So I registered myself with ASCAP. I also created my own publishing. So now I have my own publishing and I'm registered as an artist. So I get my own royalties. So now, whenever I put out a song, say I'm sitting here, I'm writing a song, me and Dad, and he tries to go and do something with the song and he sells it, ASCAP is gonna protect me.
Okay.
So yeah, that's pretty much what I did.
Yeah.
So I have no worries when I'm in a session with somebody. I mean, you have your writer's sheet where everybody signs it, or whoever's in the room, because dude right here, we could be sitting at this table, we write a bomb song and only 3 of us wrote wrote the song, and he can go and be like, I wrote on the song,
right.
and they will stop all the royalties. Nobody will get paid. It'll just collect up until we all come and say, okay, he can get paid. Mind you, he didn't write nothing.
Right.
So yeah, you just got to be mindful of who's around you and stuff, because it can hold up a lot.
Yeah, that's a thing. Like, a lot of people want to be music artists, but nobody wants to do the paperwork. Nobody wants to learn anything. And once you get hit with that slugger,
right,
you start picking up them books,
right,
searching that internet,
process and things to protect you.
Right.
So since you moved to Atlanta and you're now in this big ocean, what's some other things that you had to like kind of change and adjust about yourself in order to, you know, make yourself more seen amongst all these other artists and performers?
I'm an introvert, so I had to change that. I had to actually talk to people. I mean, I'm always smiling and I seem like I have a personality, but I'm fine in my phone. Even if I'm at a party, my face is on my phone.
I'm an introvert, so I know the
I'm
feeling.
at the gym, I have my headphones in, whether they dead or not.
Right.
They just in, because you're not going to approach me and try to talk to me, and it's not being any kind of way. I just been by myself.
Yeah.
Like, I grew up in a house by myself. Like, people are always older than me. They graduate, went to college, so I'm at the school by myself and all that stuff. So I'm a loner.
Yeah, I think all three of us may be loners.
No, I'm definitely an introvert. Like, I do the same thing where I put my headphones in at work, and even if I'm not listening to something, and if somebody come over, I will still be.
And like, even if you don't want to talk and they saying something, you ain't got to answer, because I can't hear you.
I sit there and look at my computer screen
eye contact.
Exactly, that eye contact is the worst. That's what it is.
I do that everywhere I go, grocery store, the mall. I just have headphones in. I'll be like,
right,
looking around like over there. Yeah, but I feel you. Like, that, it is a big thing. Like, to be able to be an artist and still be an introvert.
Because you can, even if you don't want to, you can't not speak or not talk. So if they approach you, you have to, because you don't want it to come off as, oh, he's stuck up, or he ain't gonna make it because he's not personable.
Right, and you're selling a product.
So I had to change that, whether I wanted to or not. But it's certain places I turn it on and I turn it off.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's helped you in a lot of ways, because where more people are more social, you're more about your business, and like, let me go ahead and spend this more time in the studio, or this, that, and the other, because you know, not everybody wants to sacrifice that time, that social time sometimes. So
definitely
nice. Well, this has been great. I will say, I've been waiting for Zell to come up here, man. He kind of spent us one or two or three times, but you know, he be busy.
No hard feelings. No, but I got one last question though. I do have a question before you try and close it up on me.
My bad. She's so bossy.
If you could talk to your younger self, when you were going through everything, what would you tell yourself? If you could just give yourself some advice.
It's gonna be okay.
Okay.
Everything is gonna be okay. I grew up in a domestic violence situation. I grew up in a drug family. I didn't see no way out. I had never been out of the city of Athens. So it's gonna be okay. That's all I would say. I would just encourage myself, like, keep doing what you're doing. Wow. Don't rush it. Right. Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Denzel, awesome. You the man.
Right. Sounds like you've overcome a lot. I think all of our listeners can appreciate the fact that you haven't jeopardized your craft, the fact that you keep going. You definitely...
Oh, no, go ahead.
I thought he had a epiphany. I was like, hold on, wait.
I just wanted to say, we were about to skip out, and we didn't even mention SNL.
Oh, SNL is a showcase that I put on for artists where they can actually get concert experience. It's a concert. It's not a showcase. I don't like showcases because you might have 30 people on the roster, and you may be my artist, and I'll go, hey, here go $200, put my artist up now.
Right, exactly.
Now, he might be more talented than you, and you might sound like garbage, but because I paid the host $200, you know, my artist, he has to go last, and my artist is going first. So I just limit it to like 6 to 8 people. It's 2 hours. It's a good time. live band, DJ, and all that. People turn up, and yeah, it's a dope experience. It's
Created
a concert.
a platform.
Yes, that's
awesome.
what I love.
That's
Yeah.
what entrepreneurship
And then
is
like
all
we
about.
all, your fans are there, my fans are there,
Right.
her
Exactly.
fans are there, and it's just like a room full of different people.
Come on now,
Yeah.
everybody get to listen to who
Exactly,
his fans is,
yeah.
everything. That's awesome.
That's
I
really
love it.
cool. And how often is this show?
Like every 3 months.
We're definitely gonna be there. We're gonna be there.
November y'all need to be there. That's my
No, we'll
release
definitely be
for
there.
Utopia.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I'm excited for it.
Thank you.
I am. I am.
I'm putting on a show.
You gonna put on the show?
Y'all hear that?
I'm putting
He
on
gonna
the
be
show.
dancing and
This
everything.
is 2019 to 2020 is gonna be dope. Dope.
It's already dope, man. You hear what slight word?
Hey.
Okay, come on now. But yo, tell the people where they can find you.
Everybody, you can find me at official Denzel Phillips on Instagram, Denzel Phillips on Facebook, iTunes, Spotify, Google Play. What is that? Amazon Music.
Come on,
All
now.
of it, right? Come on
Denzel
now.
Phillips. Yeah, you can
All
find
of
me
the
on
platforms.
there. Yeah.
Official Denzel Phillips. And it's Denzel with the 1 L.
Not two, because
Nah.
you be texting.
He disrespecting you like that?
I'm like, this man been an actor his whole life. And y'all should just know how to
my
spell
God.
Denzel. Like,
But man, this has been dope. Thank you
I
so much for
appreciate
coming.
y'all. Thank y'all for having me.
You can grab some pizza before you go out. We don't want to mess up the physique.
No.
Hey,
I don't want to be walking in there like having to hold my breath the whole time.
That'd be me. Hey, but thank y'all so much for tuning in. I am Dab for
And
the
I'm
record.
T. Marie.
My bad.
It's cool.
Let's do that again. I'm Dab,
And I'm T. Marie.
and this is the official Denzel Phillips, talented Denzel Phillips. November
Thank
1st. Check him out, Utopia. And this is Slight Word.
Peace, everybody. Enjoy.
Cut.